Libra, I'm Pam, and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for September 2015. This month I laid out the 5-card Rainbow Tarot spread for you using the Aquarian Tarot deck. And remember, this is a general reading, so to get a reading with details pertaining specifically for you, you would need a private reading. Also, please be sure to watch your rising sign and moon signs to gain more insight and information, because some months they will resonate more for you than your sun sign will. Also, if you would like to get your crystal reading for this month of September 2015, please click on the box below. In the description box below, there's a link you can go to, and you will be able to download and purchase your crystal reading for this month of September. You can also go to my website, theluckymermaid.com, and click on the videos tab on my menu, and you will be able to see your sign and click on your reading for this month of September and download and purchase that. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. Now on to your reading, Libra. The first card you have that shows up here today, you have the Strength card. And the Strength card to me symbolizes having to access your inner courage and strength. It can also indicate spiritual power over the material world. It's also, having to find your courage, having to find courage. I feel some of you Libras are really realizing what has gone wrong and things that have gone wrong in your family. I feel like you like to figure out what makes people or situations tick, but I feel like you're kind of having a sense of control is eluding you right now. I feel like you want there to be peace and harmony, but I feel like some of you, this is only going to apply for some of you, feel like all you're looking at is chaos and disharmony. I feel many of you Libras have really been running the gambit of emotions right now. I feel like you're seeing people portray themselves one way, but really they're truly another way. I feel like you're witnessing a lot of interpersonal relationship things going on that are quite disturbing to you. I do feel like you're waiting for some kind of advancement or money or some kind of payout or cash gain. Like almost like, I feel like some of you are waiting for something to be settled. I feel like there's been too much disruption and chaos, and I feel like you want to be the diffuser of the situation. But again, it comes up to me like I feel like you're not having, there's some kind of feelings of control that you're not having the feelings of control that you would like to have is coming up. I feel for some of you, you're getting called to the mat about something where people may be like kind of scrutinizing you. And I feel like you want to maybe want to take cover and hide from this person, because I feel like this person is quite belligerent, actually. I feel like you're involved in situations where there's too much backbiting or carping going on. Like I feel like there's you've got some kind of disruptions going on right now. I feel in some regard you've really tried to be the peacemaker, but I just don't feel like that's fully working out. I feel like you're getting a lot of details given to you by someone, but I feel that some of you Libras are getting contradictory details from somebody else. I feel that this is putting you into a position where where you feel like you have to trust people or trust someone, but I feel like you don't like this position because I feel like there's some erosion of trust or feeling like you can't trust here. I also feel that Libras have been misunderstood by some people as well. And I feel like, you know yourself better than anybody else, so your trust lies within you. So I don't feel that you like being in the position of like being forced to have to trust people that you have uncertainty about. I feel for some of you that things were supposed to go along in a different kind of game plan than what they did. So I feel like you may have gotten derailed by some things that are going on here. So the second card you have in your reading today, Libra, you have the Hermit. And the Hermit is a very spiritual card to me. It's a card symbolizing strong spiritual protection and guidance. And also, like, your spirit guides are lighting the way for you, showing you what way to go. I feel like it's now become clear to you that some things have kind of unraveled, and maybe they've unraveled a little too fast. I feel if you have any anger or jealousy issues that have welled up inside of you, I feel like this could be causing you some problems. I feel many of you Libras are trying to heal from something and move on, but I'm feeling like for some reason you feel like you can't, or like you can't let it go, or you're having trouble letting it go and getting past it. I feel like you have either a real strong sense of inferiority complex, or you're around somebody who has a superiority complex that's making you feel inferior. So it's either you already have the complex of inferiority complex in you, or this other person is making you feel that way. Because I'm seeing a very dominant individual around you that is very opinionated, has a lot to say, and therefore it ends up rattling your cage and making you feel insecure or inferior. For some of you Libras, I pick up that you're going to get some kind of proposal or an engagement of marriage, or to be in a committed, loving relationship. That is coming up here. Odd in the mix of everything else that I'm picking up. I feel some of you are trying to ease up on the pedal of spending money. And I also feel that you're also trying to streamline certain productions and get rid of a lot of clutter. I feel it's going to start in September, and it could even continue on in October and November. Like, I feel like you're kind of on some kind of mission here with that. And I hear my guides are telling me the key ingredient here is for you to become a really good listener. Everybody has their axe to grind, and everybody has their problems. And sometimes, you know, all of us can get so wrapped up in our own issues and our own problems, we think our problems may be bigger than anybody else's. But they're telling me it's important to remember everybody's got their problems, and yours aren't necessarily, in some cases they are, but not in every case are they greater than other people's. So to become a good listener is coming up here through this card. I feel like some of you are going to be gathering your forces together and joining your forces with someone and being part of a team, or like a team player, or being a part of a team and gathering your energies together with somebody and working on something together comes up here. And Spirit wants to remind you that all good things come to you in due time, because I'm also hearing that I feel many of you Libras feel like you did the right things, you followed the right procedures, you did the right steps, and that you're kind of waiting for your rewards, or you feel like you should be being rewarded for following protocols, or, you know, living your life in a good certain way. And that I feel like you're kind of like looking at the clock, like, well, when's my turn? Or where, you know, why do I feel like I'm last in line? My spirit guides are telling me everything happens in divine order and divine timing, and to not forget that, because that doesn't mean you're not going to get your share or what's coming to you. It just is a matter of timing, it seems, for you Libras, which I'm sorry to say, because I know timing is one of the things that seems to concern people the most. When I read people always want to know when, and I'm not criticizing that. I am the same way. So it's coming up here that we all have to remember divine timing. Crowning your reading here today, you have the Devil card. You had 3 major arcana cards in a row. You had the Strength card, the Hermit card, and now here you have the Devil. The Devil card symbolizes to me an addiction to something. This could be being addicted to an unhealthy relationship. This could be being addicted to drugs, alcohol, spending money, gambling, sex, anything. Anything that you could, food, sweets, sugar, caffeine, cigarettes, anything. The devil card is often symbolized as being addicted to something, but first and foremost to me, it is often an unhealthy relationship. They're telling me a new day is dawning for you here. They're talking about, like, you have to be careful right now. This is like a cautionary, you're getting few little cautionary things here in your reading. That whatever you're putting out in your thoughts and feelings about others, and in your words or deeds is going to get mirrored back to you, Libra. For some reason, the mirror is very strong in front of you right now. And pure of heart and pure of deed will get rewarded. But if there's been dishonesty, disloyalties, and secrets or deceptions, that also gets mirrored back to you in some way as well. So, it's just coming up here through this devil card. And as I said, this is a card that the devil card is not an easy card. It's one of the trickiest cards in the deck, in my opinion. When this card shows up, my guides are telling me marriages can often be under stress, strain, or difficulty when the devil card shows up. And that's their direct quote. So, some of you Libras may be going, since it's coming up now for September, some of you Libras may be in a committed relationship of a marriage or like a marriage, could be going through stress or strain in this month. Anything that's being fueled by the ego needs to be, my guides are telling me, like, kind of calm down, and things need to be elevated and become more spiritual. So, we're all blessed, or some people don't feel it's a blessing, with ego. But ego is important for all of us to have. But if anything that is ego-based or ego-driven has gotten inflated or out of proportion, then it needs to be balanced out with spiritual thoughts, activities, practices. Doesn't mean religion. But whatever spiritual practices are to you, it could be taking walks in nature and saying prayers to, the divine source or to angels. It could be, trying to communicate with your deceased loved ones or your spirit guides. It could be lighting candles and, anything that's spiritual to you, meditation, anything like that. It's important to find spiritual and ego balance here. I feel harboring some grievances towards each other may have gotten bigger and bigger and kind of gotten out of proportion in some ways, and maybe gotten bigger than life. It could be happening for you guys. Because I feel the strongest thing here is that you must reclaim your power. And to reclaim your power, my guides are saying there's some internal things in you that you need to grab a hold of, harness, and change. So I feel like you've lost some of your power for a variety of reasons. For some of you, it's through a marital disruption or a serious relationship couple disruption. And for some of you, that person could be the one that is like making you feel like you have low self-esteem because they're so commanding and authoritative and, like the boss. It could be those are the reasons, but you need to reclaim your power is coming up here. So now the next card you have in your reading today, Libra, you have the Eight of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles is a card to me that symbolizes learning a new skill. This is like the card of the apprentice. So you could be learning a new craft, learning a new skill, starting a new job, starting a new business and enterprise even. And 8 is a good number because it attracts money to you. It's a great financial number. I do feel like you're working behind the scenes and getting some kind of think tank going and mapping out plans and getting things in order. I do see some of you Libras doing that. I feel you may be experiencing some problems or issues communicating with others right now, and it doesn't matter whether this is long distance or short distance people. I feel like it's just in general, there's some communication issues for you. I feel many of you Libras feel stymied, like you've been stopped or blocked. I'm kind of surprised this isn't Two of Swords here, because I'm getting that blocked feeling, which is what comes up with Two of Swords. I feel your mental ingenuity is very high and very keen right now, especially, so you need to put that to good use, they're saying. To develop things that would be considered lucrative for you in the future, and anything that you would be deemed groundbreaking discoveries also. Anything that, but it could be groundbreaking discoveries in your life even. I do feel Libras get treated unfairly at times. I do. But then, honestly, don't get mad at me and don't shoot the messenger. I have a feeling from the way my guides are expressing this to me that you may have a tendency to lash out and take this out on others. Not even necessarily the people that are perpetrating it originally to you, but I feel like you become the victim or the scapegoat, and then it gets the better of you, like it bruise, like you get anger, that bruise in you that festers, and then you lash out and you take it out on someone or other people, not necessarily who you really should be mad at. I do feel like you're coming to some decisions on properties or estate or family matters. I get some finalities and decisions finalized and made dealing with property, estate, and family matters comes up. I do feel there's been a rehashing of unwanted, worn out, outdated, outmoded ways of operating, doing, and thinking and saying. So I feel this rehashing has been going on. I don't feel like that's just going on within you. I feel like you've been doing this. This has been going on with other people. You've been having some rehashing of, like I said, outdated, outmoded, ways of operating, doing, thinking. It's been, things are being rehashed here. I feel that some of you Libras are going to stop communicating with some people. And these could be the people that you're hashing these things out with. But I definitely get there's some people you're just going to stop talking to, stop dealing with, or stop communicating with. Comes up here. So the next card you have in your reading today, Libra, you have the Queen of Cups. And now the Queen of Cups to me is a water sign female. This could be a Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. I feel that you may be going back and forth with this person, and this is somebody that wants to take control of you or take control of issues or things that are happening. I feel that you feel angered by her, and she may actually be coming across here as a rival for you. I feel that there's a real grating on each other's nerves between the two of you, and a real teeter-tottering back and forth about conversations, opinions, how things are going. I feel in some cases for you Libras, she's somebody who's wanted to take you down a notch, take you down a peg or two. That's what I'm hearing. I feel you have a lot of ego-based, driven conversations with each other. Now, that doesn't mean, oh, I'm full of myself. That's not what I mean by ego. What that can mean is, your ego's involved when people's feelings get hurt and when you take things personally or you lash out at each other, things like that. That's what I mean by ego-based. I feel like through the two of you, you're working through some very old issues and old karma. And I feel that ultimately there's a distrust here between the two of you. I feel at times, Libra, you feel like she has you eating out of her hand, and I feel you don't like it. And I feel that she has a feeling of like you should clean stuff up. You should take care of stuff. You should be the one to fix things. You're the one to do it. I feel she's very dictatorial to you about and tells you what you should or shouldn't do. That's how she comes up the strongest for me here. She comes up the strongest to me as a sibling or a family member. I feel this woman talks a lot, and I feel she can get quite angry. She's somebody that can get quite angry. In some reason, in some way or for some reason, I don't feel like she feels like you deserve fully what you have for some reason. She thinks something you have belongs to her. It could be money. This could be possessions. I don't know what it is. I can't quite see because it's going to be different for all of you. Now, this was a very odd reading. I don't know. It seemed a little odd to me. So please, if you know your rising sign or your moon sign, please be sure to watch that because this seemed kind of specific and may not make sense for all of you Libras. So I want to thank you so much for watching my videos. Thank you for sharing them and liking them. Thank you for Google Plusing and for subscribing. I do appreciate that. Please remember to subscribe. That way you will get notified when I post videos here to YouTube. And also please follow me on Facebook at The Lucky Mermaid LLC because I post things there daily you won't be able to see here on YouTube. And also to follow me on Twitter. Also, a reminder, if you would like to purchase and download your crystal reading for this month of September, Libra, please click on the link below in the description box or go to my website, theluckymermaid.com, or you can go to my website, theluckymermaid.com, and click on the videos tab on my menu, and there you will see the videos there for download and purchase. So thank you so much for that. I hope you have an absolutely beautiful month of September, Libra, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.